Hey everybody, welcome to the Fat Benji Podcast. I'm Benji Aflalo, and I'm slowly getting fatter all the time. That's the Fat Benji promise. I still go to the gym every day, and I'm still getting fatter. I am losing control of my bowels, though. That's the unfun part of getting fat. It's not all snacks and pity sex. I am shitting at random now. I come from landlords. I am a landlord. I just shat in a vacant apartment because it was the closest bathroom. So that's where I'm at. Recently, I kind of shat my pants, and by kinda, I shat my pants, and but it was preceded by something wonderful. There's a thing we all know, and it's that BMW drivers are assholes. And I used to drive a BMW, so I mostly have empathy for them because I've been the guy in the BMW who has everyone honking at him. Light turns green, you're not going within 1 second, they're honking at you. You drift an inch out of your lane, you're getting honked at. You're the BMW, people don't like you. But now I'm in a Tesla, and I'm not trying to brag, my Tesla sucks, it's old, it's shitty. But when you're in a Tesla, BMW drivers are like super challenged by you because their car's slower than yours, but they paid more. They're in conflict. So they're always tailing you and giving you a hard time. And the other day, I'm on the canyon going from the 101 to Malibu, and there's nowhere to go. There's traffic. You're on a dangerous canyon that people die on. I'm getting tailed by a Beamer, of course, and a shitty one, yellow clear corners from Pep Boys. This is not someone doing well in life. This is not a good BMW, but they hate me because I'm in a Tesla. And he's tailing me, so now I go super slow and give a lot of safe space from the car in front of me. He tries to pass me. Not gonna happen, dude. Not gonna happen. You're in an old, shitty BMW. Even if you're in a new BMW, you can't pass a shitty Tesla. Just accept your shitty situation. And it happens to me all the time. I have had multiple people try to pass me. Multiple people have tried to hit my car. They get in the center lane and try to take me out. So that's what's going on. So word to the wise, and by wise I mean BMW drivers, try to cool it. My Tesla's, I'm not trying to be cool. Oftentimes it's just a robot driving the car, and you're really wound up because you're in a BMW and you want to feel like you're fancy, and you're not. And that's actually the theme of the show. It's people who want to feel something when there's really nothing to feel. You're in a $14,000 BMW. Just let it go, dude. Let it go. I'm here today with Ari. Ari is King Kike in my book. This is his
Number
studio.
one?
You're a King Kike. You're a King Kike.
Oh, got it. I thought
think
you meant
King
like
Kike
I
is
was
like,
the number one in your whole life.
King Kike's probably like Larry David, some other Jew. I don't know.
Wow. I'm honored.
Yeah, Chuck Schumer and Larry David are King Kikes at the moment.
Wow.
Harvey Weinstein's probably King Kike at his thing.
Isn't he dead?
No, that's Epstein.
Isn't Weinstein dead also?
Inside? No, he's alive in prison.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Well, Ari's here today. This is his studio, and he's been really nice in letting me rent it out. There's Weinstein. He doesn't look good.
No, I haven't been really nice. You've been paying me money.
You've been paying me money, but you give me a good rate, and you give me a break sometimes.
Well, we could talk about it. You were a spy for me.
So basically, Ari was getting poached. Some podcast studio reached out to me because they saw I was doing my podcast here. They were like, you should come do your podcast in Brentwood. Take a look at our studio. I see you're doing it in Melrose. Why don't you try this one? Blah, blah,
We'll
blah,
give you a great rate.
Yeah.
I know the owner. It was the owner.
Yeah.
But here's what makes that story worse. I don't know if I told you this.
What?
That girl had called us, me and Abby and I, maybe 2 weeks ago, just to be like, hey, do you guys have any advice for me? I just started this new studio. Is there any chance we could work together on things? Is there any opportunities for us to help each other? And we talked to her for an hour, spending our time giving her advice, giving her tricks and tips on the trade. She's like, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. If you guys ever want to come to the studio, I'd love to see yours. And we're like, yeah, let's link up down the road. Like, great. Like, welcome to the business. And then 2 weeks later, she's on our Instagram DMing our clients trying to poach them. It's insane. I'm like, what a shit person.
Did you reach out to her?
Yeah, I messaged her and I said, hey, it's come to our attention that you've been trying to poach our clients. I think this is really unethical, especially after our phone call of us trying to help you and a friendly chat. And I really would encourage you to stop because we could do the same, but we're choosing not to do that.
Hi, Ari Justine here. I hear you're coming for my fucking business.
And she was like, fair enough. She didn't ever deny what she was doing. She said, fair enough. And then I blocked her on everything.
I want in on your Jew fucking studio business.
I bet you do.
What if we do something downtown? We have property downtown.
Let's look at it.
If I can get us free rent downtown, will you give me a cut of the downtown studio?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Jesse, you down? Okay, cool. All right, so here, I got you a gift. Because Ari gave me a free session because I tattled.
That's right.
And then he said, if you're ever on my show, I'll give you another free if I'm ever on your show. So today's free also.
Wait, but that makes it sound like I asked to be on the show.
No,
he
I
asked me to be on the show, and I said,
hey, so what's wrong? You could ask. This is a good podcast.
I would ask,
What's your
but
problem?
I just don't ask because I have too much like self-hate and I don't ask for things.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to be clear. I was asked, and I said, since you asked me, we could do it for free. It wasn't like, hey, can I be on it? It'll be free.
Yeah. No, I know. You're not desperate.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I got you. And it comes with a gift receipt. I got you a San Diego Padres hat.
Oh my God, that's so thoughtful. I love
like
the
that?
Padres. Wow. How do you know what size I would be?
I guessed. Was that right?
I don't know. Let's find out.
That's why I got the gift receipt.
Oh, and you left the price on.
Well,
that's a Jewish move.
I mean, it's a hat. You know it's what it's costing.
It is nice.
Is that good?
I love it. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
If it's too big, too small.
You got on lids.com? Or you
No,
went to the
I went
actual
to
store?
Lids. That's why I was a little late because I
it is today.
I had to shit in a vacant apartment on my way to Lids. Wow. And then on my way to Lids, I took a scooter. I couldn't park. There was no parking, and I didn't want to pay $30 for parking in Hollywood. So I took a scooter to Lids from where I parked, and I got you a hat.
How much was the scooter?
$3.
Okay.
But I still left a bad review. I thought it was expensive.
$3 is cheap.
I put 2 stars. They're like, why? And I'm like, too expensive.
$3 is $3 is about as good as you can get with one of those scooters.
Yeah.
Sometimes you spend $20 if you're on it too long.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for the hat. I really like it. I love the Padres. I've been following them this year. Good times.
I didn't want to get you a brown Padres hat because I was like, he might already have a brown Padres hat.
I do have one brown Padres
So I was
hat.
like, this is probably one he doesn't have.
I
I
have a brown and I do have a black, but not the double black. I have a black with different color SD. So this is the first all black Padres hat.
You can wear that with like a black suit and still kind of be cool.
It's awesome.
You can wear that to like someone you grew up with funeral.
With this sticker, do I put it on the bottom or do I toss it?
I get rid of all the stickers. I think it's a little ghetto to keep stickers on your hats. That's how you know you're poor. If you're like, it's new, look at the stickers on it. Some ghetto ass shit.
I'm going to keep that one, but I'm going to get rid of this one because it says medium large on it.
Does that make you feel fat?
No, but you just don't keep the size sticker on things. This one's kind of cool because the baseball logo.
Okay.
It's kind of a cool sticker.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Glad you like your hat.
Love it.
I got you a present because we're great friends.
We are good friends, I think.
Yeah, we decided a couple months ago that we're good friends.
You
already knew?
I already thought, yeah, we were good friends.
No, but we solidified it.
But I also view you as a mentor.
I know, you said that the other day.
Yeah.
That's so odd.
Yeah, so it's a little, but you are a good friend, and I do view you as a colleague and a friend, but it is weird because when I moved here, you were like pretty established. Had, you know, not right when I moved here. I don't remember how long I've been doing it when you got your own TV show. But you're doing all the things I want to be doing. So I was like, oh, Benji, I want to be Benji.
But I never felt like I was actively mentoring you. But just by hanging with you, you felt like I was?
Okay, maybe mentor is the wrong word. But no, you were nice to me, and we did hang out. So kind of, but more mentor is the wrong word. More of just a role model, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But now you're probably doing better than me.
Nah.
I'm paying you money every week.
Nah,
You got more followers than me? You go on the road more?
You opened for me once, but I've opened for you too.
Yeah. But that's because we're without ego.
Yeah. No, we're both doing bad. Let's just leave it at that.
I'll open for a dying cat.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show Ari the video. So because we're on the topic of the Padres, Ari's from San Diego, I find that based off what I feel and what I'm definitely seeing on the internet, I think San Diego, Petco Park, is now a more dangerous place or a place where you're more likely to see a fight than Dodger
I know which
Stadium.
video you're going to show.
And it's this video where there's this dude in a Giants jersey arguing with a fat girl in a Padres jersey.
Oh, maybe I didn't see this.
And then she slaps him, and then he hits her back.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
It makes me think of a few things. One, everyone thinks the Dodgers are dangerous because a Giants fan was there and got put into a coma, and I think
Dodgers
eventually
fans
died.
are dangerous. Dodgers fans are like Raiders fans of baseball.
Yeah, that's it. And then I find that
TMZ, wow.
Giants fans, and I'm not into rivalries. I've been to their stadium. It's super awesome. I like the Giants.
Yeah.
I love Barry Bonds.
Do you think he'll ever make it in the Hall of Fame?
I find they mouth off a lot.
Giants fans? I agree.
Because I think Bay Area whites, I should say, are very sheltered and coddled. And they're just like, I'm going to wear Birkenstocks, and I'm okay, and I'm in corduroy, and I'm in J.Crew, and they don't know where the line is.
There's a lot of Bay Area transplants, and they're fine, but the people from the Bay Area think they're really tough. For some reason, they have this Bay Area tough guy ego thing. I don't know. I don't get it. You live in California in a super nice suburb. I don't get why you have to, what you're overcompensating for, but yes, Giants fans are probably the worst of the white fans, but Dodger fans are worse.
And he hits this girl back. Do you think it's okay to hit a girl? Would you hit this girl back? She's unattractive. Do you hit her back? I think I'm kind of pro hitting a girl if she hits me first. Especially if she's unattractive, not if you're attractive.
It's tough, but yeah, no, she deserves some, like, you don't hit someone like that.
Yeah.
If you're like, I'm an anti-hitting, period, guy or girl. And if a girl, she slapped him pretty hard. Like, you could see his face shake. And that's humiliating as well. Remember how many people are around? He feels really embarrassed. This ugly, fat Padres fan slapped him in the face. I think I'm on his side. He didn't hurt her.
Do you hit back? Could you? I don't think I have it in me to hit a pretty girl. That I know for sure.
I don't know. I don't think it matters. I mean, he didn't hurt her. He kind of shoved her a little bit to say, like, fuck you too. Right. But he could have punched her. He could have shoved her on the ground really hard. Right. It could have been way worse. I felt like he held back a lot, and I give him props for that. I'm a Padres fan, so I would be biased against him, but I'm kind of with him.
So you're there at that game as a Padres fan. Do you stick up for the girl or no? You go,
in that situation, I hide.
You hide?
Yeah, I'm not getting involved.
Okay.
Unless I knew one of them. If I knew her, then I'd have to stick up with her. And if I knew him, I'd have to push her and kick her when she's on the ground. Mm-hmm. I'd have to join in and beat that bitch down, that fat San Diegan down.
I never heard that phrase, San Diegan.
Oh, yeah?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, San Diegan.
Do you identify as that?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm from there. Grew up there.
Sounds so
I lived in San Diego.
San Diegan? You're from Vegas. Is there a vegan thing? Las Vegan? Ugh.
What's
Angelino?
LA? Angelino?
Sounds so much better than Las Vegan and San Diegan.
I think you're just used to it because you're an Angelino. To me, they all sound pretty dumb.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. All right. I want to talk about this. Lululemon sales are starting to dwindle. As a frequenter of Equinox, I'm kind of in touch with the athleisure whore and the trends and stuff, and I don't think Lululemon has kept up. I really feel like Aloe has become the thing, and then there's some other companies that have become the thing. And I'm also noticing, which has maybe been a thing for a while, a lot of skin tone workout thing where you're like, is that whore naked at Equinox? And then it's like, oh no, she's not. But I will say this, girls who wear the skin flesh-colored yoga bra, whatever, as a married man, it's very hard to deal with. I wish you would just wear pajamas to the gym like me. But yeah, I think that's the problem is I think we have this new culture of wanting to be a rich whore, and just because Aloe is more expensive, it's like more of a thing that they want to do. I think Lululemon is like, hi, my name's Beth. I drive a Honda. I'm still watching Grey's Anatomy. And then I think Aloe is more like, maybe my dad's rich. I've fucked in my Audi before type of vibe. And I think that's the energy going on. And in addition to Lululemon, a lot of these companies are doing worse, like Puma, Adidas, Under Armour. Not because I don't think athleisure isn't doing well, but I think the athleisure people want it to sort of have like a fancy, recognizable brand on it. And then that way, when they're casual, they can still kind of feel fancy. And I also think a mistake that Adidas and Puma and all these companies do, maybe it's not a mistake. I don't know the numbers. I'm not an economist or a retail specialist. But I think because they're all in like Ross and TJ Maxx, there becomes this element of like, oh, that's not the hot rich whore yoga pant. It says Puma on it in big letters or
I was
whatever.
gonna say, yeah, it's just Adidas and Puma clothing isn't fashionable because it's not luxury.
The problem though is they have their cheap shit they sell at Ross, and then they have their fancy stuff that might cost hundreds and
but even
it's
their fancy
ruined.
stuff isn't in style. Yoga and athleisure is what's in fashion. Yeah, I agree with you. Aloe, in my opinion, isn't as high quality as Lululemon.
Oh, really?
I have an Aloe. Well, I'm basing this off the one Aloe shirt I have, but it pills up at the collar where my Lulu is just
See, I don't even get involved
quality.
with that. It's girls' clothes to me.
So you don't wear Lulu or Aloe, or you don't wear any of it.
I go to Ross. Like if I'm just trying to get like a cheap plasticky shirt, like.
Well, here's the deal. So,
Dodger shirt.
I was the same as you, and then my girlfriend got me Viore sweatpants, and they are noticeably better looking, more comfortable, and durable than my Ross sweatpants. They hold up longer. They're a little tighter. They're more comfortable. They're higher quality. It's just better. And now I'm not going back. So now I have a pair of Lululemon sweatpants, Viore sweatpants. I have some Lululemon shirts and boxers. I'm kind of all in.
Yeah, I just don't care what I look like anymore.
But it's not all looks too. It's quality.
I also
and
wear
comfort.
oversized clothing, so I'm not looking for like a good fit that's comfortable. I just dress like a slob.
Right. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's classic cotton T-shirts that are huge, and it's not like the Lululemon's more comfortable than that. But
exactly.
If you want to go out into the night and be in your pajamas, you can do that now with Lululemons, and no one's going to be like, oh, why are you wearing your sweatpants? But you're out there in sweatpants.
Again, I dress like a slob everywhere I go. It's uncomfortable.
So if we went to a steakhouse with your wife and you, are you wearing a slob attire?
I would be dressed as sloppy as possible. Like, for example, I buy like, I'll go to Banana Republic for khakis because they make good khakis. And I'll wear them oversized so they're super comfortable. I have room for my giant kike ass and my balls and my dick and the hair and everything is fine. So, yeah. But up top, it could be a baggy T-shirt or a baggy sweater. I'm going to dress as shitty as I possibly can.
And your wife doesn't care? Or she's just accepted it?
Defeated. I defeated her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there.
But yeah, so I think Adidas has an issue because I think we do have a culture now where someone can have $2,000 in their bank account, a $6,000 purse, and a fancy Rolex and whatever. And I think when you're wearing the Puma or the Adidas now, I think you're kind of showing your cards that you're really not that rich, and that makes them uncomfortable.
Those two companies need to stick to what they are, shoe companies. Take a break from your clothing, put it on the back burner, come out with a fresh new look a few years from now.
Right.
That's all you can do.
They're not doing good. So yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you're right. I mean, we're definitely not fashion experts, but yeah, but that's what's up. Okay, so while we're on the topic, I do want to talk about this. I do think there is this sort of mainstream hot, sexy thing now. When we were younger, you know, you had your Jenny McCarthy or your Pamela Anderson or your Anna Nicole Smith, and they were sort of these unique sexual beings, you know what I mean? And they were our sex objects. And then you had your, I don't know, Diane Keatons or whatever that weren't necessarily like ever going to be sexy and were never really going to try. And so I wanted to put this game together just because I feel like you're a savvy guy. You can read people the same way you read that podcast girl was going to, you like let her have it, you know? So this game is called Hooker or Not Hooker. And what we have here is we're going to have pictures of a professional sex worker, and her face is meshed out, and you have to guess if this is a super respected, sexy celebrity girl or a super sexy
Sex worker. Okay, so I'm guessing celebrity or sex worker.
Yes, pro
I
or
like this
freebie.
game.
Yeah. All right, Jesse, you want to pull up
Pro
the first
is
photo?
prostitute, Freebie is celebrity.
Right. A pro is someone you pay, a professional.
That's a pro.
And
Damn it.
guess who?
Who is that?
That's Eliza Schlesinger.
Oh, I see it now.
Very pretty woman. Pretty cool, right?
What was this picture for? Why is this picture on? Was it leaked?
You know,
was this for? Did she post this?
She's a very pretty girl, so I kind of went and I was like, oh, maybe I'll do Eliza. That's a fun one. I'm sure she has hot photos.
I'm sure she's really gonna enjoy this.
She's fine. I mean, I love Eliza. I respect and love Eliza. It's not. There's nothing. I'm not trying to. She's often doing stuff like this. I don't think she cares. I'm not.
Oh, she looks incredible.
She looks
but I'm
great.
just wondering, did she post this?
Yeah, she posts stuff like this all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. So yeah, you get that's the first one wrong.
Yeah, I'm over.
I actually thought you were going to be good at this.
You think I was gonna know it was her? I was gonna be like, that's Eliza.
No, I thought as I was putting the game together, I was like, Ari's gonna get everyone right. Like, and my game sucks.
I guess I'm not as savvy as we thought.
Okay, Eliza, awesome. Super
how many?
great
How many
comedian.
are there?
What?
How many chances do I get?
4. There's 4
Okay,
guesses
cool.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the next 3. I'm gonna think a little harder. I jumped the gun too. I didn't really give it time.
Take some time.
Okay. Dude, this is tough.
Thanks.
This
I
is
feel like
tough.
I did a good job.
Yeah, this is tough.
I put my own game together.
I'm gonna say pro again. Fuck.
Dude, that's Megyn Kelly, the Republican Fox News.
I don't even know who that is, but damn.
Show the picture. You know her face if you saw her. Megyn Kelly?
Maybe.
Megyn Kelly's like a super conservative.
Are
like,
her I can't speak tonight. Are her boobs fake? Are those fake or real?
I don't know that much about Megyn Kelly, but I do follow her on Instagram, and I like that she's got a lot of chutzpah.
Go to that one of her on the paddleboard. Go back. They're fake.
You think?
Okay, I think so, yeah.
Well, she's got to be on TV.
Oh, no, I'm not judging her, but yeah, those are fake boobs.
If I was a blonde chick who had to be on TV with the makeup every day, I'd have fake tits.
But you
if
know
I had to
that-
be on TV every day right now, I'd start getting work done or diet or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm not judging her for her fake tits. I just wanted to know. But you know
right.
what this goes to show you? Anybody could be a pro or a celebrity. They're not that far from each other.
Right.
Many celebrities used to be prostitutes. Many prostitutes have become celebrities. It's really just a matter of what career path you chose, how badly you need money, if you were molested when you were younger. There's so many factors, but they're really not that different from one another.
Yeah, in terms of looks, if you want to get a hooker who's like the girl next door, they have that.
And personality. If you're trying to be a famous woman, you're basically a prostitute. If you're an actress or a model, how much different are you than a prostitute as far as your career? Not much.
Yeah, that's why maybe there's this new trend where what's the domestic wife thing on TikTok where everyone wants to be a dom wife or whatever it's called, where they just want to stay home and be like, I'm just a wife.
I haven't seen
But
that.
then you could argue that being a wife is also a form of prostitution because you're like working under this man, expecting money from him. I actually think I'm a huge Eyes Wide Shut fan by Stanley Kubrick, and I kind of think that's what the whole movie is sort of about in my analysis of it. That
Interesting.
we
Hidden message.
hidden message, or maybe not, I don't know, but that it's all about that like women are sort of objectified, and whether or not they're a hooker, it's kind of like what you're saying. I think the whole movie's about whether or not you're a hooker or a housewife, you're still kind of the same thing.
Kind of. And now everyone wants to be famous on TikTok, whether you're a prostitute or a politician. They're all making TikToks every day. It's really the same shit. It's all social media.
Yeah. All right, next one. Let's see if he gets it.
0 for 2.
And I just want to say I'm a huge fan of Eyes Wide Shut. If you haven't seen it, I really just love Stanley Kubrick.
All 3. I'm going to say pro again.
You're right. She's a hooker.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's a hooker. She has an ad online. That's it. I don't know if I can show that on Instagram or YouTube. I'll probably get in trouble, but her name's a hooker and she lives in San Jose.
Her name's a hooker or her name's Alina?
Sorry,
Alina.
I forget to personify hookers. Alina. Alina's a hooker.
Oh, she's European.
Well, I guess. She's in San Jose. I think maybe a San Jose hooker is probably doing a lot with like Silicon Valley tech bros.
She also has fake boobs.
Okay, thank you, Ari.
And hair extensions.
Okay, yeah, her hair looks kind of thin. She needs the extensions.
Yeah.
All right, next, pro or freebie?
Okay, this one This isn't my answer, but I think this is the most celebrity-looking photo. Mm-hmm. It's like she's out in the town, somewhere cool, somewhere hip, somewhere trendy. I don't know where that is. A nightclub that's decorated like a art graffiti exhibit. I don't know where that is, but I'm gonna go pro still.
You're right. It's a pro. And she actually blurs out her face. So I blurred out a blurred face, but to keep the pattern of the way I blurred out faces. This young lady looks to be a sweet, sexy, petite Asian girl thing. She's in LA, and it looks like she likes getting a tan and stuff.
And this is a fun game, too, because it allows you to view prostitutes online, get whatever that checks off for your mind. But it's for my podcast. It's a game.
It is a game.
No, I don't look at prostitute. It's a game I made for my podcast. I don't normally do this.
I don't.
Quit judging me. We don't look at prostitutes.
I don't.
This is just for a game.
It is a game.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to once.
Bravo.
I wanted to do this game. I used to work on Nikki Glazer's sex show.
I love that. I love that show and that bits that you came up with for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I remember this being a bit that I wanted to do that they never did. But I don't have the production abilities at a whole TV show, but I was like...
So you pitched this and they were like, that's too much.
No, you pitch 20 things a day and not everything goes. But my idea was more like, did this person grow up to be a politician or a porn star? So like baby photos and... But I'm just on my own. I don't have time to produce
No
stuff.
full service. What a prude. What a goddamn prude.
All right. Well, you did all right. You did 2 out of 2.
2 out of 2.
But you thought everyone was a hooker, so I think that might say something about you.
They all look like hookers. Sorry, Eliza.
No, I think Eliza looks great.
Agreed. And I think those hookers look great, too.
There you go. Yeah. A Tennessee mom has turned in her sons after seeing their photos on a wanted sign for shooting at a cop. I'm a big fan of criminal justice. I love seeing people get in trouble. I love tattling, as you know. I've already tattled on someone. They're probably going to watch this and, I don't know, come for me. But I don't enjoy tattling on people who I like. And that's why a lot of people are tipping their cap to this mother and saying she's such a good person that she turned in her own kids for shooting at a cop. But in all honesty, Ari, if you were to tell me that you killed somebody, these kids didn't even kill somebody. If you told me you killed someone, and it wasn't in a dumb way, like you texted me, hey, I killed someone, because then maybe there's proof that I know. But if in a controlled environment you were like, hey, I killed somebody, I wouldn't tell anyone. And if you killed someone unimportant, if you killed a Chick-fil-A 37-year-old working at Chick-fil-A, I wouldn't care.
What if I killed someone important to you?
That would be different. Like if you killed Tom York or a family member.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be someone you know. If I killed a celebrity you liked, you would tell on me.
I love Tom York. You can't kill Tom York.
If I killed a celebrity, what if I had a good reason? What if he insulted my honor?
If you had a good reason to kill a celebrity, Tom York, I would probably tell on you. But a celebrity I don't care about, not necessarily if you had a good reason. But if you killed a useless person, I wouldn't care.
Why do you like Tom York that much that you'd take his side over me, who you actually know and like?
I really like Radiohead, and that's just one example.
I like Radiohead too, but I don't know him, but how nice of a guy can he be? He's been famous and rich for so long. He's probably out of touch.
If you showed me a video of Tom York trying to kill you, and then you ended up killing him, and
at that point it's self-defense. Then I could tell people.
Okay, in what scenario do you think you can kill Tom York?
What if Tom York cut me off? And then I was like, hey, man, you cut me off. He goes, fuck you, you loser Jew.
Yeah,
fuck you, you fat Benji. What if he said your friend Benji's a fat piece of shit?
And he says anti-Semitic stuff?
Okay, let's take out the anti-Semitic stuff. Let's just say,
Tom York
what if he looks at me and goes, your earring is gay and I don't like your mustache and I'll cut you off again and again. Go fuck yourself.
That's fine. He can say that. You can't kill Tom York.
All right.
But you can kill a loser. You can kill a lady with a mask on alone in her car with 3 cats who voted for Biden. I don't care.
I'd love to.
That I wouldn't tell.
Oh, what I'd love to.
I thought I was being a good friend here, telling you could murder someone.
I just would expect that I could murder Tom York, too. If you murdered my favorite celebrity and I didn't know them, I don't care. I mean, I care, but I'm not going to rat you out for it.
Yeah, I think I might have. I guess I got to think about it.
But as far as this Tennessee mother is concerned, on one hand, you'd like to think, I'll never rat out my kids. They're my kids. But on the other hand, in my head, when I close my eyes and envision this story, her kids are pieces of shit. They're punks. They need to be taught a lesson, and she knows that. She goes, if I don't report them for this crime next time, they're not just going to shoot at a cop. They're going to shoot a cop. They're going to shoot someone. They're going to kill someone. I need to turn them in for this minor crime in hopes that they will change their path and find God and Jesus.
Most people don't find God in juvenile correction facilities.
That guy looks like little Bow Wow, the guy on the left.
Yeah, she turned him in. And she said in the article that they were actually good kids, and she was like super surprised.
See, that changes things. If I knew my kids were good kids
And they just had
and they had this mistake, I wouldn't turn them in.
But how do you get a gun and how's a gun? Like, they have a
Right.
gun. They're not good kids.
Yeah, true that.
I guess she was really just trying to say she didn't see it coming.
Hey, they should know that their mom would turn them in for this.
Yeah. I mean,
They should have been smarter. They shouldn't have had door camera footage. They shouldn't have had wanted signs. They were dumb, and they got caught at the end of the day.
Maybe that's it, where it's like you said, it's a lesson. But if they really killed someone and it's jail for the rest of their lives, maybe you don't turn them in.
Exactly. You turn them in now so that they change their ways, hopefully.
I steal Manny Machado's watch.
I wouldn't turn you in. That
But
guy's
you're a
so
thief.
rich.
You steal.
I wouldn't trust you around my belongings anymore.
Really? Because I know you steal stuff here and there, but I would
Not
still
from people. I steal drinks from Walmart while I'm walking around. And I own stock in Walmart, so I'm kind of a part owner.
Well, but so I should trust you around my stuff.
Yeah, I don't steal from people.
You don't steal from people.
No. Unless, of course, it was like Tom York and he cut me off and he did something to deserve it, but not stealing from my friends.
Yeah, I trust you around my stuff.
I don't even steal from mom and pop stores. I'm not stealing from that convenience shop across the street. 7-Eleven, maybe I will. Even though 7-Elevens are privately owned, I found out, so I probably wouldn't even do it there.
I'm such a capitalist that I think stealing from any business is wrong, Walmart or a mom and pop shop.
Well, now that there's a lot of places closing because of the theft, Targets, Walmarts in New York City, Portland, and these liberal places where no one gets in trouble, and that has made me rethink it a little bit. But I'll still sip on a drink while I shop, and then I'm gonna go still lose money to them. They're winning. Even with the drinks I steal while I walk around, these businesses are winning. The grazing I do at Whole Foods, they've still made so much money off of me. They won.
Also, as a landlord, I want to feel like the tenants are doing well and they'll keep paying rent and they'll redo their lease again. You know, and if you're not just supporting business, then I don't know.
It's kind of like today. We had someone run an hour over, and they were complaining. We wanted to charge them for that extra hour. At the end of the day, I was like, I'm still winning if I give them the free hour. I'm still in the green. I'm gonna do it.
Who was it? You can't tell me, can you?
You don't know them.
I don't know them. Just someone complaining?
Yeah, just
I don't
a random
complain at all.
customer.
I take what I get.
I told that to Jesse today. I said
What'd you say?
Benji's a great customer. 'Cause
I never complained.
I was telling him about all the comedians that use this place. Some of them are great customers, some of them aren't.
I go with the flow.
You go with the flow.
I'm proud of you that you made this whole thing work.
Thanks.
Yeah. When you first started, your first studio was kind of schleppy, and I was like, what's this fucker doing?
And that one worked too. It
Right.
worked so good that we were able to get a less schleppy studio.
Right, and now I went in on it. Downtown LA, you think people will record podcasts in downtown LA, or is it too dangerous?
There was a studio down there. I don't know if it's still there. I think it could work, yeah.
Get you parking?
Yeah. Let's take a look.
All right, I saw this article, and this affects me because I pick my cuticles really badly,
Me
and I
too.
pretty much always have at least one Band-Aid on my fingers, often more. And it just came out that there's a cancer-causing thing in almost every Band-Aid. They're called PFAs. They're similar to the chemicals that are like, you know when they tell you not to scrape on certain pans? It's like a similar chemical to that, and it goes right into your bloodstream, and it's a forever chemical that can cause issues. And
Band-Aids have been out a long time.
yeah, but I don't think they've always been like so industrialized to the point where they were causing cancer. Like there's something on the bandage now. Like I doubt that was going on years ago. Maybe it was.
I'm glad they figured this out and that they're going to probably, I assume, change the recipe of the Band-Aid to where it doesn't have this. Good. People freak out over cancer-causing chemicals. People say, oh, if you drink the water just from touching the plastic, there's microplastics in the water, which causes cancer and blah, blah. Oh, if you drink diet soda, there's chemicals. Everything has shit in it. People like it. It makes a great headline. It makes a great article. Band-Aids cause cancer. Is it actually causing cancer? Are there any reported cases of terminal cancer or even regular cancer that they attribute to Band-Aid use? I doubt it.
No, they know that these chemicals cause cancer. They don't know it's from Band-Aids, but they know that the chemicals are in the Band-Aids and it's going right into your bloodstream.
In massive quantities, yes. From wearing a Band-Aid, your body should be able to fight it off. And if it can't fight it off, good.
So why are we not fertile anymore compared to our grandparents? What is going on? Why are we not fertile anymore? What's going on? Why are we fatter, unhealthier, not fertile? Our cum doesn't work as well as our grandparents.
A lot of things. People are sitting at home all day on their computers and phones. People aren't going outside. It's a collection of things. It's not Band-Aids. It's not.
Yes, no, I know it's not Band-Aids, that people aren't getting cancer from just Band-Aids, but it is another thing. I mean, I don't disagree with you. At a certain point, you can't nitpick about every little thing. There's going to be plastics and bullshit everywhere, but I don't know if that's the right approach either. I don't think the right approach is not caring about anything.
Listen, I'm glad they found it. I'm glad they're going to stop the cancer-causing chemicals in Band-Aids. Good. Does it deserve mass news? Does it deserve hysteria?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there
I don't
hysteria?
think so.
What am I yelling? Am I shitting my pants?
Some people are.
I don't think so. And Johnson & Johnson often does shady shit. They get sued all the time. They had I got the Johnson & Johnson vax, which I'm actually happy about.
Because it was a one shot.
It was the one and done, and it didn't have mRNA in it. And from what I've heard, it doesn't have lasting.
I'm very
negative
proud
effects.
to say I was not vaxxed.
I didn't want to, and my wife made me do it. She pressured me.
You're not. She's not the boss.
And now
of you.
she
You're the
regrets
boss of
it.
her.
I know. Now she regrets it. And now I have a lot on her where I can go, you need to stop making decisions. We got vaccinated because you're a fucking pussy. And then, she'll kind of be like, yeah, maybe.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hope I don't get her in trouble for that.
Because she'll get mad at you for talking a little bit of shit.
No. I think that certain people in our world are still scared of Democrats and vaxxing people. You know what I mean?
In our world.
Yeah.
But you're not one.
I'm not, but she's a person in the world who might be worried
Got
that
it.
your husband was on a podcast and said that you don't like vaccination.
Anyone at this point who is passionately pro-vax hasn't done research.
Yes.
If you're passionately they're anti-vaxxers, and you still think that's a big deal, you haven't done research.
My real issue with it isn't even that. It's that the people who were very aggressive vax, very aggressive mask, there's no self-reflection on the way they behaved and treated people. And I even have that now. The other day because I was very loose during COVID. I didn't care. I was never scared of it. And that's why I didn't get the mRNA one. And I did the Johnson & Johnson one really because we were going to Italy to travel and we didn't want to be in a weird situation. So I don't fully regret it because it's not a big deal. And I got to go to Italy right when it was empty. It was awesome.
I faked my vax and still traveled.
I didn't want to get stuck in she was scared of getting stuck in a foreign country. That's really why we did it. So she had a good point. It wasn't out of fear. It was that we wanted to take a really wonderful trip to Italy, and we did. It was super awesome. Because we went to Italy when it was closed. So if you ever go to the Vatican, you're around 1,000 people.
Yeah, I've been.
We went to the Vatican where there were 8 people.
That's cool.
It was fucking cool.
Yeah.
So whatever. We got vax so we could travel to Italy. But the point is so I have these friends, and I was talking to them the other day, and they brought up a vacation that they went on that they didn't invite me to because they thought I was too reckless during COVID. And now they're mostly normal. They're not like my crazy left-wing friends who like can't even like have a conversation.
But they're left-wing enough to where during COVID they're like, we can't invite Benji.
Yeah,
He's been around too much.
And then I was with them. It was in Ojai, and I brought it up like it was maybe a few months. I was like, I sort of called them out on it, but there's not like a full like, you're right, man. That was fucked up. We should have just invited you. Maybe our behavior was wrong. And even now they're probably going to listen to this and say something fucking Jewy and contentious about what I'm saying, but that's my problem is there's no real reflection or...
Right. People
Hey,
are like,
bro.
well, that's what people were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the news told me to do. I was just following the rules. You weren't following the rules. It's like, maybe question the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe like you should be like, hey, dude, I treated you like you were a crazy Nazi murderer for 2 years, and maybe that wasn't right. Like clearly we now know that wasn't the case, so sorry about that, or my bad, bro. And I wouldn't care because it's military-grade psyops. I always say this to everyone. It's just like...
Yeah, you were a sheep. You fell for it.
See, I don't think that's fair. There's nothing more powerful than the American military and every fucking psychologist helping them, and it was an international thing going on with COVID. So to think that all of these governments and the crazy genius psychologists they're paying and all the military and all the force, it would be weirder to think that they didn't have the power to manipulate people. So of course they're going to be able to. Don't you agree? That all the muscle of the American military gets the task of trying to convince the American population something ridiculous?
They did.
They did, and they can do it again. It'd be weird to think that they couldn't. All the generations of psychological research and marketing and brainwashing.
Yeah.
Eventually, you have to tip your cap and say, okay, if they want to pull some shit, they're probably going to be able to. And I don't think it's fair to just blame a random person.
You're right, but I can be disappointed in them for not being as smart as me.
I'm more disappointed that when they reflect on it, they don't go, my bad, bro. When it happens, I go, yeah, it makes sense that they pulled it off.
Yeah.
With all the fear and the don't go outside and the this and that. But, yeah. All right, I want to bring this up. I think this is interesting. Would you call yourself a self-hating Jew?
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you know this, that the Palestinian Authority, if you, like, go to Israeli prison for, like, trying to kill a Jew or killing a Jew, your family gets money for it.
How much?
Depends, I think, but they get paid. And if you die killing a Jew...
What's your source on this?
Your family... It's just known. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Fucking
Let's look it up. I don't...
Pull it up, Jesse. I
very
sent you the
plausible.
fucking link. Are you a conspiracy theorist now? Are you?
I don't think so.
Do you think there's a Jew conspiracy? Do you think Jews are doing something? Like
With the war in Palestine?
No, just in general, I find conspiracy theorists usually land on Jews are doing shady stuff. Do you think that's true? Or are you
Like
Jewish enough
controlling
to
the
know that
media?
that's not happening?
Controlling the media? Or
Yeah,
what,
do you think
what
Jews control the media?
Not like a conspiracy that they do. I think there are a lot of Jews in media. Therefore, on some level, Jewish people control the media, but not like the Jewish organization is like, do this, do that. You do this for me. It's not like that.
Do you think Jews are up to something in the media? Like there's a collective Jew thing where they're like up to something no good? That's
I
what
think
conspiracy
to
theorists
believe
think.
that, you'd have to believe that there's a Jewish agenda and this Jewish, like, elite group, if that makes sense. And I don't think that exists.
Okay, because that's what conspiracy theorists
Yeah.
think. Why do you think there are so many Jews in the media?
Because back when the media, when the movie industry was very new, Jews got into it.
You don't think it has anything to do with that on average Jews have a higher IQs than other people?
No, I don't. I think back when the media industry was new, it was this flourishing industry that Jews kind of got in on the ground floor on.
Yeah, but a
And
30-year-old who is a news anchor and Jewish or works on television, they had nothing to do with what happened 100 years ago when Hollywood was forming.
Yeah, but back then when it was forming, it was mostly Jews, and because of that, there's nepotism and all sorts of shit. And oh, my dad does that, I'm gonna go do that. Oh, I heard my uncle said it's great. My cousin's over there in LA doing his thing. I'm gonna go there.
So you think via nepotism and Jews getting in on in on it early,
Yeah,
that's why Jews are successful in media?
for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's this thing where like Jews are smart. So they're like, let me go to LA and be smart in the media and climb my way up, because then every industry would be. Then why aren't they running baseball? Why aren't they running?
They are. There's Jews all over baseball.
But I mean, like, why aren't they playing?
Theo Epstein, and because Jews aren't super athletic, but there's Jews in baseball.
Sure, there's some. But my point is, I think it's mostly nepotism, and I observe it. And nepotism
Then why
is
there's
rampant
so many
in
lawyers
Hollywood.
and doctors? Again, things that require IQ and don't necessarily have nepotism.
But
You
here's the
gotta make it
difference.
through
There's
law
a lot
school
of
and medical
Jewish
school.
lawyers and doctors, but the industry isn't mostly lawyers and doctors. There's not. Most lawyers aren't Jewish. Most doctors aren't Jewish. There are plenty of Jewish and doctors and Jewish lawyers, but the media industry
Isn't mostly Jewish.
But it's a much higher percentage.
Same with
than
Jews and doctors. If
it's
you
higher
looked-
than doctors, in my opinion.
Right,
Yeah.
probably. But it's still high amongst, look at Nobel Prize winners. That's more than in the media. There's predominantly a crazy amount of Nobel Prize winners.
I don't know the percentages, but I would bet that there are more Jews in the media than Jewish doctors, Jewish lawyers, and Jewish Nobel Prize winners, percentage-wise.
And so you think that Jews having a high IQ has nothing to do with their ability to like be creative and
I don't think
contribute?
that's the main reason for it. I think the main reason for it is Jews got in on it on the ground floor, and that has continued. It's kind of like the Samsung in South Korea. The whole family is in on Samsung. The whole Samsung family runs the show because they hook each other up. They're like, hey.
So why haven't you been hooked up in showbiz? You're Jewish.
None of my family isn't involved in show business.
I've had some success in showbiz. I have no families in showbiz.
Yeah, you did it.
I would say most of the Jews I know who are successful in showbiz had no family connections. Who are the famous Jewish comics right now?
I think stand-up is different, is an outlier of the rule, but I'm talking more directing, writing, producing, acting.
Absolutely no wrong. I would say that they're very similar, actually. You have to climb the ranks. No one maybe you're, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone is going to have to, for this to be proven either our way, someone would have to make like a tree of actors. You know what I mean? A family tree.
Mm-hmm. All right, your life's good?
Is that the whole show?
Pretty much. We're getting there.
How much time do we do? My life is good. Yeah, I mean, I have no health issues. I got food on the table. I just had to pay 4 years of back taxes.
Oh,
And,
God. You haven't been paying your taxes?
Yeah, I never did my taxes because I'm just not a grown up, and so I just did them, and most of my money is gone.
But
I'm
you're
not broke.
You're still making money.
Yeah, I'm making money. I'm not broke, but I was kind of feeling like, oh, I kind of have some money saved. I'm doing pretty good. Mostly gone.
Good thing you're a frugal fucking Jew.
I'm not frugal.
You're kind of frugal.
Nah.
No?
I have a brand new car. I bought it new. Frugal people don't buy new cars.
Okay.
I already said earlier I wear like Lululemon and bullshit.
Do you waste a lot of money on food?
I go out to eat all the time.
Okay.
I
guess
pay
you're
for
not
people.
frugal.
Yeah, I'm not frugal at all.
Yeah, I guess you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a
I
generous
blow
guy.
my money
I think that's important.
being bad with money.
No, you got to be giving with money and then more will come. If you're too wound up, it won't come.
Agreed.
Are you going on the road anytime soon?
I am going to Canada in May
Oh,
to
are you
perform in Vancouver.
Are you
the House of
headlining?
Comedy. Yeah, headlining House of
awesome.
Comedy. And I think that's all I got right now, road work wise. I'm kind of dry.
And have you fallen out of love with comedy? Stand up?
I've fallen out of love with the hustle and grind of it. When you start and you're like, I'm gonna do an open mic every night, and if I don't have a show, I'm gonna do 2 open mics, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna email this guy. I'm over that.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
Yeah, like I like it. I like performing. It's fun. I still get the adrenaline rush and the high from doing it. Making people laugh is so much fun. But yeah, I don't want to go hang out at a place to like in hopes that, oh, they'll notice me hanging out and I'll get more spots. And if I meet this person, maybe this could happen.
Yeah, it's annoying and disappointing. Yeah, I'm kind of over the hustle too, and I feel like there's this. Obviously, working hard at stand-up is beneficial, and when you work hard and go up a lot, you will get better and you will
Definitely.
be at your best. But I think with that comes this mentality of people who think like you can work out your way to being the best comic. And I think we forget that there's a ceiling on just certain people aren't going to be that interesting, aren't going to be that funny, aren't going to be that vulnerable.
A lot of comedy is from the way you were brought up. And
it's from your humanity.
Yeah, it's from you. A lot of people are very naturally gifted in comedy, and a lot of people aren't.
Yes. And so obviously if I went up more, I'd be better, and I would like those opportunities to be better. But I think there is this culture of like, grind harder, blah, blah. I've been going up so much. I'm so fucking good now. It's like,
like a false sense of confidence.
But it's like, have you gone anywhere in your life? Have you like done interesting things? Can you sit at a table with smart people and hold yourself like?
But also part of it is just being comfortable. I think part of it is I now have a girlfriend. I have some money coming in. I don't need, my whole life doesn't revolve around comedy anymore because I've found other things that I enjoy. Some people, that's their thing and that's it. That's all they got. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have that, but for me, I think I'm less about the grind now because I'm like, well, I made $500 today and my girlfriend's at home waiting for me and she's beautiful and she's going to cook me dinner and touch my penis. Should I do that or should I go to the open mic and do 5 minutes of jokes for 5 other comedians that aren't going to laugh? Right.
I also had this moment at a comedy club the other night where like I went up, I won't say the club, but it's a club I haven't gone up in a long time, and that like I'd like to be in at, but I've kind of like been resigned because I've been here for so long doing this. And I go up, I do pretty fucking good, and a guy comes up and he's like, "How long you been doing it for?" And I'm like, 19 years. And he's like, "Oh, well, that makes sense. You're really good." I'm like, "Thanks, dude." And he's like, "Here, what's your Instagram? Let's follow each other. I want to get you booked here." I'm like, "Who books it?" And he's like, "I do." And I'm like, "Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Amazing.
Great. Yeah." Follow him on Instagram. He follows me. I message him. "Hey, would love to go up again."
Nothing.
Leaves me on red. "Hey, just reaching out again." Leaves me on red. And now I'm just following like a huge hack. Watching his awful comedy
That's the other thing. Rejection takes its toll. You don't, at first, you're new and you're fresh and you're excited and you don't care if you're rejected. You're like, I'm just glad to be here. And then you do build a little bit of an ego. You're like, I'm pretty good at this. I've been doing it a while. I don't want to be rejected by this person.
It's not even rejection. He went out of his way to tell me I'm good and telling me to message him. It's more that like retards take their toll. And as you get older, you just don't have the capacity to deal with like some retard. Like, I don't even know if you're the retard I have to be nice to get up here. Or maybe you're just a liar, or maybe you're not. Like, whatever it is, like, it's exhausting to deal with retards.
And I've also realized that most of it, these things that I really want, don't even matter. They're just ego boosts. What really matters is staying at home, writing something great, and making something great.
Yes.
Writing a great joke, telling the great joke, writing a great script, making the script. That's what actually, like, makes you better and more talented and more successful. Getting in at one place, getting on this, getting there, those things don't really matter.
Yeah, it's short-term energy bullshit.
Those things just stroke your ego, make you feel good. They're nice.
Right. Yeah. All right, well, I love you, bud. Thanks for being here.
Love you, too.
Do you think we did good?
I haven't listened to your other episodes, so I don't feel like I was very funny, but I think you were funny, and I think it was a good episode. There was some interesting topics brought up. The game was really fun. I got a new hat. I'm gay. It was good.
Ari got an earring and he thinks he looks gay now, but there's nothing about Ari's vibe that's gay.
I'm gay.
Good night, everyone. Ari's gay.